plays a crucial role post-COVID-19. My name is Kanchi Paliwal from IMCA 4th SEM School of Computers, IPS Academy in Law. Here, we have our today's speaker, Mr. Anmol Gupta. Sir had completed his studies from IPS Academy of 2010 MC batch. He started his career with a government organization of Delhi IT Cell in 2010. He also worked as a senior software developer and he is now currently a co-founder and CTO of company Yantra. Now, I would request Anmol sir to start the today's session.
Hey, thanks, Kaji. Thank you so much, Anshu, for giving this opportunity. Hello, guys. I hope I'm pretty much audible to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool. So I'm presenting my presentation here and explain everything by point to you. Uh, Wait, I think something is. It's not opening my window. Wait, please confirm if it is visible to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
It's visible now?
Yes.
Very good. So, though it's not looking to me, but any which way, guys, hope everybody is. Sorry?
Yes. No, it's visible now.
Should we start, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So, guys, thank you so much for giving your precious time to me. Why I'm saying this just because every time is very important for everybody. And in my initial speech, I would say that thanks to RGPV, thanks to IPS Academy. IPS Academy is my favorite time which I spent in my life. It's almost 6 years. I'll tell you later about it. So thanks to IPS Academy, thanks to my department. Thanks to my department and thanks everyone who give me opportunity to represent my experience, my live experience with the people. So basically, guys, before starting actual topic, I would say something to you. So this is my personal opinion. I believe that some people understand this, some people agree with this, some people don't agree with this. So guys, why in my life, I always think about what and why. Means what I'm doing and why I'm doing this. This is not related to my topic of what I'm delivering today. It's about entire stuff what you do in your life. You should understand that what you are doing and why you are doing. There's a one more word which is more important than the first two words, what and why, which is how. So suppose what I'm doing today, I'm delivering my experience to the students or future generation, future professionals who will become a professional, a manager, a BP, or maybe an entrepreneur as well. So what I'm doing, I'm delivering my skills, my experience to you guys. Why I'm delivering? Just because I want that the people who are going to in the market in next year, next to next year, he should be aware about the life situation in this industry, how things going on, how the professional market is working. So now if you know that what you are doing and why you are doing, now you have to understand the meaning of how. Just because how word will help you to deliver your why. Means I want this activity just because I want to deliver my experience to you guys, and how if I make it very well, represent very well to you guys, make you guys understandable, that will be complete my why. So always when you start anything, do something new in your life, in your professional time, in your any activity, then you should think about these three words: what, why, and how. So guys, I just give you a normal example about this. Now I move to my today topic, which is called improving employability skills, which play a crucial role. I summarize this entire activity into a one sentence called this is the time to unlock yourself. Unlock your old thinking, unlock your old way of working, unlock your way of representation, maybe unlock a number of things. So this is the time to unlock yourself. My first PPT will give you a small introduction about myself, my career, my growth, my academic stuff, and my journey of Yantra, which is a 7-year-old company. So guys, first of all, unlocking to anybody, I have to unlock myself. And that unlocking I did once this COVID situation came into the country. This is the time of March when this COVID start impacting our country. So since last 3 months, last 3 to 4 months, I analyze everything, what to do, what not to do. Though I have a company, I have to manage each and everything. So I learn a lot of things. I listen lots of leaders of industry, maybe Ratan Tata, maybe Steve Jobs, maybe some of Abdul Kalam's speech. I listen lots of things to understand how people react in the abnormal situation, how people should react in the abnormal situation. You need to understand about it. So guys, start with my introduction. Myself, Anmol Gupta. I'm a co-founder and CTO of Yantra. Yantra is my company that we started in 2013 with two of my other two colleagues. I'll tell you a story about Yantra later. So I start with my education background. I belong to a very small town of Uttar Pradesh, Urei, which is you can see there's a maybe 1 lakh capacity, 1 lakh people was the population of that city. I came from that small city to Indore for growing my professional skills. So I did my schooling till 12th in my hometown itself. Post 12th, I came to Indore to explore myself, to know myself, to grow myself. So IPS Academy, which is my first college where I learn how to grow, how to know my value in IPS. So when 2004, I joined IPS, I was very new to this new environment. Especially there are a number of people who come from small villages, small town, a small city to a new city. And from school to college. So when you join a college, this is a rebirth of you. Means one life you spend in a college, second life you spend in your college, one life you spend in a school, and second life you spend in a college. Both life will give you a different kind of knowledge, different kind of lessons. So when I joined IPS as doing a graduation BCA, Bachelor of Computer Application, apart from this full form, I don't know about BCA much. Frankly, I'm telling you guys, after 12th, I don't know what I need to do. Most of people doesn't know that what he should do in this future. There are some intelligent people who know in the beginning that what he should do, but this is my personal experience. I don't know what I should do post 12th. There's some of my friends is saying that the IPS is a good college. Go and join that. You will get a new life, you will understand yourself better over there. So I feel that it's okay. Let's join college. There's lots of internal energy that I'm going to college. I'll get lots of freedom. I got lots of knowledge. I got lots of XYZ things. So when I joined IPS, I saw the environment. I saw the premises. I saw the faculties. I was even nervous sometimes that I don't know how new city, a big city, Indore will react to me, how it will respond to me. But touch wood, the faculty of IPS and environment of IPS has helped me a lot to start my first year. This first year is very important for you. In that year, you learn about everything. Your boundedness, you unlock yourself from lots of limitation. And this is a time where you have to understand that what is correct, what is not correct. So during my graduation period, 3 years, I realized my motive. I realized my ambition. I realized my target. During graduation, I found myself what I am, what I want to do, why I should do. So during graduation, I got lots of guidance from faculty, especially Manish sir, who always taught me how to live life. A very interesting topic. He taught me in entire career. Apart from this study related stuff, he lots of time taught me how to live life, how to experience the life, which is most important, boss. Everybody do good study, got qualified in the graduation or post graduation, but the actual lesson of life you should understand. From there are very few faculty who understand you, who give you the liberty to live as per you, who give you a chance to develop your skills into multiple things. I did not only done the study in IPS. I learned professional and personal both skills in IPS. So in last year of graduation, I did a coaching to Indore Self from JMA, and got a good rank. And luckily, I got again in IPS in my MCA. So when I got a good rank and got a IPS and reselected an IPS for my PG, I feel myself proud as well as pretty much confident that the new fresher rule was not there just because I'm a college senior. So guys, when I join as a MC, I feel myself I'm a college senior. People will support me lot just because I'm very familiar with the family of IPS, including all the departments. I spent good 3 years in IPS for MCA. I learned lots of things, and I start building my careers in .NET technology. Why .NET? Just because it feels me good that I can do something in good in .NET. I even develop a project in .NET, and finalize my practical exam and got the degree. So finally, this college life, what I live is an exceptional life in my entire career. Though every day and every time is important, have a different meaning for everybody, but the period which you guys are living this time is very, very important. This is the time when you can build yourself according to your thinking, according to your decision, according to your everything. Like, nobody is pressuring you what to do, what not to do, where to go, where not to go, what explore, what not explore. You are free to do anything. This is the time, this is the golden chance, I would say. The college life is always a remember life. There are some good thing is there, some bad thing is there, but this is the first life where you understand about yourself, understand the value of environment, understand the culture. This is called professional culture that will help you to build your career in professional field. So guys, once I complete my graduation in PG from IPS, I came back to Delhi. My colleagues was there here, so he was saying that come here, we will work something together. Then that time he said, no, we should learn something from job, so learn something a discipline things, how company works, how something professionally works in the environment, which you also should do that. I joined a government organization of Delhi. It's some disturbance, I think. Yeah, no issue. It comes sometime. I joined a government organization of Delhi, which is the education system of Delhi government. I joined their IT department and worked there some 8 months. Now people can say that, okay, why you worked only 8 months in a first company? So there's a different story around it. Just because I built my career from IPS as a leader kind of stuff, participating multiple things, do multiple things in a shorter time basically. So, but in government organization, what happened? The people move very slowly. So in 8 month of period, I understand that I can learn some knowledge over there. I learn some discipline, how to react with your professional seniors, how to work with your seniors. And then I thought this is not a good place to work me for a longer time. and I switched the company and joined a company called eTechEase, which is a general startup of Gurgaon, Delhi NCR. Why I joined a startup? I want to do something new. I want to do something with an open mind. When you join a startup, I would suggest you guys, if anybody, doesn't matter, you are doing your qualification from which college, if you get a chance to join a startup, please join a startup, maybe for 3 months, maybe for 6 months. Why join startup? Just because you know each and everything. In a big company, you can direct it for a normal work or a single work which you have to develop that work only. When in a startup, you have opportunity to explore yourself in professional field in multiple roles, multiple domains. So when I joined a startup called eTechEase, that time only 3-4 people was there in the company, and that company is doing some work in the remote tech support kind of stuff. And I joined their technology team. I joined as a normal software developers. So joining the company from 5 members team in 2000, almost 11, early 11 or 10 something, last December. So what we do, we grow that company. I directly reported to the founders of that company, learn each and everything on each step, grow myself, and took company from X position to Y position. So when I joined, there was a 5 people. When I left in 2013, there was a 500 people in the company. The company has established his office in 6 metro cities, and it's a pretty much stable state, the company has. So that time, this is the time of October, almost October.
Excuse me, sir. So your voice is not clear, I think.
Ma'am, actually, someone has muted him. That's the problem.
Okay.
I'm okay now.
Yes, yes, you're audible now. Yes.
So I'm sorry for that, guys. I'm not aware about this. So anyway, I'm back to my presentation. Yeah. So in October 2012, we discussed about to do something our own, and we all three discussed lots of things. Just because to doing your own business, you should understand lots of things. You need to understand entire workflow of your work, like your company input, output, everything. You need to do a proper exercise. You need to do proper homework before starting anything. So we did that, and we start Yantra in April 2013 with a concept of doorstep repair of mobile. Why you can say that why you are a technical guy, why you started this startup company, why you don't start a technology company? So there's a story behind it. One of my colleagues' phone was damaged, and we went to market and we got a bad experience. So we thought that there are a number of professionals in this industry who want a good service, who deserve a good service, who is ready to pay money, but not getting the good service. So in that case, we thought we should do something at their doorstep. So we started our Yantra. Yantra is right now managing the entire ecosystem of mobile industry. Like, if you have a phone and you want to do anything with your phone, Yantra is there to support you. We do mobile repair. We buy your old phone. We sell refurbished phone. When you say refurbished, lots of people is not aware about this word. Refurbished means giving a new birth or new life to a phone. So suppose you exchange your phones to any e-commerce players like Amazon or phone or Flipkart kind of stuff, and these phones come to us. We check them, we give them a new life, make them like a new, and sell to the customers who want to use a smartphone but doesn't have a more money. Like, we create a affordability in the market and establish a new category in the market in an organized way. So Yantra is managing the entire ecosystem of mobile. Phone cash is our app through which you can exchange your phones or buy back your phones. You guys can check anytime. This is not Yantra representation, so I would not say more about Yantra. You guys can do it. Yes, we are a 7-year-old company, and started our company with 6, 7 people, and now in 7 years we reached to 800 plus people in our company, expand our office from one city to 10 city of India, all metros, all top cities. Physically and virtually, we are covering 400 towns and cities of India, around 25,000 pin codes. So anywhere, even Indore or Bhopal or anywhere, if you want a service of Yantra, Yantra will be there to support you. So guys, this is my introduction about myself, my career, everything. Now I moving to a slide which is very important for you guys who are building your career, who are in the phase of building his career and going to in the market in next 1 or 2 years. Guys, this is the time, as I say earlier, time to unlock yourself. So whosoever is listening to me, please be attention. Maybe you ignore my introduction, maybe you ignore my previous stuff, but don't ignore the next stuff. Just because this will help you to grow yourself in the coming future year. So guys, moving to my first slide, which is unlock one. Wait. Unlock 1.0, which is called multitasking. Guys, this is before starting point number one, I would say that I will not tell you in this slide about the basic things like, you should be motivated, you should be confident about yourself, believe in yourself, be positive. These are the very basic things that everybody tell you. I will tell you the actual professional skills that will help you in the market in the future coming years when you join to a professional industry. So guys, the time which is COVID-19 is going on, I hope everybody is safe and healthy, and we all hope that this situation will be normalized soon. The bad thing is that we are surviving since last 2-3 months. Economy is going to some down. There are some job layoff is there, but it's okay. There will be always a silver line in the darkness, and you all should focus on that silver line only, and catch that silver line and hold that silver line. That silver line in your career is skills. If you hold your skills, if you change your skills, if you motivate your skills, if you change as per the time and improve your skill, that is a silver line for you for your career right now. So first point, which is multitasking. So guys, this is my personal experience. Right now, all the companies, what they are doing, they are finding a people who is doing a multiple task in a one time. Suppose you professional guys, you do a .NET work, or you are working on a one language, then your company may expect that you should have a representation skills. You should have a knowledge of database as well. Apart from a one language, you should be trained in a multi-language kind of stuff. So first point, which I tell you about, work on multiple projects with ease. Means if you are going in a company and one project is allocated to you, and sometimes if difficulty come or sometimes a worst situation come and your manager or somebody will tell you, boss, you need to give support to another project people as well. So you should take this task as an opportunity and work with multiple projects with the easiness, like there's no pressure in your mind. Think about learning, how much you can learn to work in a multiple project. So this is the first point that you need to aware about, that you should work with multiple projects with a easiness. It's not kind of that people will give you extra work, then you will feel a burden kind of stuff. Boss, there is a lot of burden in my press head, how I can manage this. But take it easy. This will help you to grow your career, especially in this period.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry to disturb you.
Yeah.
But sir, your PPT is not visible to few of the students. So
Okay.
let me just announce them. Students, you have to pin his video, Anmol Gupta presentation video. Because Anmol sir has logged in with two names. One is Anmol Gupta and one is Anmol Gupta presentation. So you all have to click on Anmol Gupta presentation video. Okay, sir. Now you can continue.
Thanks. Thank you so much. So second point is called quick learning curve. Quick learning curve is always helping you to do a multiple task in the shorter time period. Quick learning curve is always helpful to understand multiple things in your college, in your professional life, or in your personal life as well. You should be build yourself to learn quickly and implement quickly. If you put lots of time to learning, maybe time.
Ma'am, someone has again muted, sir.
Okay, now it is audible.
Anmol,
Okay,
Anmol sir, can you please,
sorry.
sir, can you please stop presenting yourself as Anmol Gupta and start presenting yourself as Anmol Gupta presentation?
Wait, let me check. Right now, only my presentation, like my pics is coming or presentation is coming.
So you are visible, not your presentation, because everyone has to pin your presentation video. So it's better you present your presentation video.
Is it visible now?
No, sir, it's not.
No, sir.
No.
Now,
Yes, sir. It's visible now.
Yes, sir,
Thank,
it's visible.
thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. So, guys, I'm talking about quick learning curve, which is very important right now in this scenario. If you learn fast, you grow fast. If you grow fast, your company will give you a growth appraisal kind of stuff. So you should build a quick learning skills inside you. Being in a college, being in a personal life, being in a professional, you should learn about everything quickly. Third point is first time right approach. This crucial time, you don't have much time to explain yourself or do experiment. Try to do whatever you are doing, it should be right approach, so that first time once you do attempt, it will pass. This is very important thing, and that will come once you do a proper study about your project, once you do a proper study about your task. So try to achieve or try to get a first time right approach skills that will help you to reduce your time, that will help you to grow quickly. Fourth point, which is not least, which is walk extra mile to deliver project. Means delivering a project is not only a good achievement for the person who is giving you the task, like for your manager or seniors. This is also boost your confidence towards the project. So in this time, if you do something extra, if you want to do something extra, and if required to do something extra, then you should do it with easiness, so that you can deliver your project. Don't make excuse of any of the environmental issues or any other issue that, but I have a XYZ problems, that's why I'm not delivering my project. But there is a n number of excuse of failure, but there will be a one thing that makes you successful, which is extra mile work, that will help you to grow yourself and boost your confidence. So guys, first of all, you have to become a multitasking guy. This is the first unlock chapter for you guys. I'm moving to a next chapter, which is called adapt to change. Adapt to change is always very precious and very important for you guys or everybody, just because not every time you have a same situation, same condition, same everything. So you should be make yourself adaptable for changes. Suppose lots of people are coming from a XYZ location. That location is not capable for doing lots of stuff. But in your next city, when you reach, you will get some different condition, different environment, different time. So you have to make yourself comfortable to work in any kind of environment, work in any kind of cultures. Maybe your school is not good, environment is not good, that doesn't mean that your college is also not good. That's vice versa. Your school is very good, maybe that college environment is not good or not equal to your expectation. Then you have to change yourself. This is the time where you have to adopt the changes. Point number one, which say that ever evolving workplace, means you have to work in a workplace which is evolving. You should be ready to adapt evolving workplace, which will help you to make your productivity consistent and make yourself confident. Second point is called approach unfamiliar situation and uncertainty with agility and openness. Means suppose sometimes it happens in the professional field, you have to move to another project where you are not familiar, maybe you are not situation is not good, maybe certainty is not also there. So these kind of live examples that I got in my professional career, there's lots of employee in my company is getting these kind of things just because company change people from X project to Y project based on the requirement, based on the need. So you should be build a skill in your side that you can work in any environment, whether it's a familiar to you or situation is good or not, but you should build yourself to work in any kind of environment which may be unfamiliar and uncertain to you guys. Third point, which is called understand the implication of dynamic work culture. I'll give you an example. Dynamic work culture. Maybe in your first company you got a very good opportunity and working on an MNC where work culture is very good. You got a very good workstation, a very spacious workstation, nice environment. Everything is good. But somehow what happens is COVID situation comes. So the company who is giving you XYZ liberty or XYZ facility, maybe they cut down something, liberty and facility to make survival of that company. So you can shift it to a very small cabin. Maybe you have to work with some 4 or 5 people in the same room. Maybe you have to work with a conference room where five, 6 people is also working on a different project. So if you build a dynamic work culture skills in yourself, then you can work anywhere. You can work anywhere in any environment, and that will help you to sustain your work, sustain your job, sustain your career in that company. Just because this situation where people are getting pink slip from company, people are asking them to leave your job. Those people who are not adept or ready to changes or ready to accept the changes are getting that kind of experience. So you need to build yourself as to accept the changes in any condition. Last point, which is very important to understand the situation, though this COVID situation came after almost 100 years. In 1999, there was the same kind of virus came. I don't know, lots of people is aware about it or not. Before 100 years, there's the same kind of virus came in some country of world and impacted India badly. That time there was no social media, no such coverage, no information was there. So India lost lots of people in that disease. But now during this COVID situation, we got awareness, we take some safety things, and it's in control, not worse than before. So I'm saying that if in this situation where people are not meeting each other, people are not going to office, we have to develop a skill from effectively and productively from anywhere. To work effectively across variety of environments and perspective means you should ready yourself to work anywhere. This is a small sentence, which is work from anywhere. Doesn't matter that you are sitting in a home, you are sitting in a cafeteria, you are sitting in a hotel, or you are sitting in a fabulous office. It matters is that if you have a skill to work anywhere, then your productivity will not lose. There are lots of people who are losing their jobs right now just because of working from home. Just because they said, boss, in home my productivity is not good. I don't feel myself that I'm working in an office when I'm working from home. So I would say that you should build yourself like this to work in any environment, work from any places. That will help you in terms of your sorry. Yeah. So that will help you to grow yourself and sustain yourself. So accept the changes is a primary unlock point to you guys, which you follow. You should follow 100%. It will help you in professional skills. It will help you in a corporate environment and a college as well. Moving to my third point, which is related to my field, which is technology. Guys, this is the time where technology is taking lead apart from all skills. Why I put in the third point, it's not about that it's on top, then we should talk about first in this. Why I put a first point and second point as I accept the changes then technology, just because if you don't create skills of changes, then sometimes you can't create changes in the technology as well. So if you are doing a technical course, doesn't mean that you are technical enough. Technology is a very vast area, very vast sentence, and you have to keep improve yourself every time. Continuously learning about technology will help you to grow yourself and work with the time. Just because time moves as per their speed. If you don't move with the time speed, you will be beside from the market. So guys, if you are working in any company, or if you will work in any company in future, then and this kind of situation comes, then you have to understand how you can transform your organization into digitalization. Right now, lots of offline players, lots of retailers getting difficulty just because people are not going out. So what they are doing, they transform their organization, their business, their shops into a online mode. From offline, they are listing their product to some e-commerce company and getting some orders. Though this is very typical for them from moving from offline to online, but they are doing it. So they, if the people who are illiterate, they have a skill to transform their organization from XYZ to ABC, then being a technical people, you should always tell your company, boss, adapt the changes of organization from technology's point of view. You should be more tech savvy. You should be more, your company should be use as much as technology if they can use. It will save your time and money and can work out. The people, Flipkart guy, the Amazon guy, the online people are making money in the COVID situation as well. But there are people who are working on offline getting issues. Unluckily, this is not good, but this is the reality. So guys, you should have a skill to boost digital transformation of your organization. That will, if you do that for organization will reward you for that. They will understand, they will identify your contribution towards company, and that is helpful in future. Focus on AI and machine learning. For the technical people, this is a very common words, AI and machine learning. Everybody know that boss, you should be artificial intelligence, you should involve artificial intelligence in the things. Machine learning you should learn. Boss, you should understand first why AI required, why machine learning required, and AI and machine learning where help you in your technology. Right now, developing a project is not good. Is not enough. Good, not a correct word. Is not enough. Only developing a project in a normal language is not enough. You should implement some artificial intelligence to the system, so the system can understand something which can't be can't you explain by all other systems. So you should focus on artificial intelligence. At least you should, everybody should have one thing special in their career, so that people will take you for that technology or for that information. I will give you my example. In second year of MCA, what I feel myself, okay, boss, what is the special in you? In the second year of MCA, I found myself in the situation where I was thinking that why people will give you a job. What special you have in your life apart from this personal skills or everything technical required, boss? You can do a number of explanation, you can do a number of, you can speak well, you can give best presentation, but ultimately technology or something core required. So in second semester, I feel that I should work something on a different technology, where I can say I am a master of it. On that skill, company can took me in their organization. So I took some decision. I took some more changes in my ongoing exercise or ongoing learning. I understand some more thing, and I found myself pretty much fine in third year, and found myself, yes, I have this kind of technology special, which is not very common to the people. I'll tell you about later about this technology. So I'm saying that you should always have something special in yourself, which will boost your confidence, and a company can take you for that technology. So third point, moving to our third point, which is adopt new technology for working more effectively. Means you are technical, that is very good, but you have to evolve yourself. As I said earlier, technology is a kind of stuff which evolve every month, every year, every time. If you evolve yourself in technology as well, find a way to do the same thing in a multiple way, it will be helpful to you. But if I talk an example of myself, when in 2010 or even before that, 8, 9, people were doing a coding directly in Java or in database. They are writing is stored procedure. They are writing a tables kind of stuff. But what happened if you see nowadays, the scenario is changed. There are n number of things came where you can just drag and drop and put the things on the paper. It will save your time. If people who are not adopting the new technology things, maybe they will be back, or they will be on backseat for the career. So you should adopt new technology for working more effectively. It will save your time and your money. Apply technical fluency to demonstrate competency. Means you are enough competence, you have enough ability to represent yourself. But if you represent yourself with the technical skills, that will add your other stuff very well. Means if you have a technical skills inside you and represent your competency with technical knowledge, company or people will understand or take you in a better place. So technology, having a technology and representing things in a technology way, both are different. So you have to represent your competency with a technology that will boost your confidence and the confidence of an employer who is going to hire you. So this is the slide which will tell you that you should be very tech savvy. If somebody is not tech savvy, then there is a time you need to understand technology. Doesn't matter which kind of course you are doing, doesn't matter which kind of specialization you are doing, you should be tech savvy about this, right? So I'm moving to a fourth slide, which is very, very important for everyone, whether he will do a business, whether he will do a job, whether he'll do something in their personal life. Leadership skill. Boss, this is the skill that people should have. If he don't have, then he should build that skill. Leadership is not kind of where you ignore it. You have to build it if you want to grow well, if you want to go well. Like leader is not related to politician. Please don't relate leadership with a politician. Leadership is a kind of thing where you can show your potential in adverse situation and take a lead to take that risk of that situation. As I took risk in 2013 to build my own company, after just a 3-year experience, I found myself that, boss, you should do something else. You have to take risk. If you want to become leader of the market, you have to do it. That time nobody is doing that kind of service in the industry. Like pick and drop service is not very common. Yantra is announced a pick and drop service in 2013 where people can avail a doorstep repair service in Metro City from Yantra. So I took that risk. I took the leadership and asked my team that, boss, we will prove it. And we successfully proved it in the last 7 years. So first point which tells you about work. So anyway, back to work. So work effectively with a colleague, with colleagues from diverse background. So in this COVID situation, what happened? There's some time where you feel that you move to another project or you have to work with the people who you don't like it. But if you have a leadership skill, then don't think about, these kind of small things will not come in your mind. You can work with the same productivity and with the same effectiveness with your colleagues. Maybe he belongs to a different background, maybe he belongs to a different culture. So leadership skill taught you to how to work with your colleagues, how to work even your competitors. Leadership is a skill who can give you the opportunity to build leaders. A good leader always build a leader. So in your life, don't create followers. If you create followers, that will degrow your knowledge, your career. How? I'll give you my example of that. I in my company, I always, whatever the department I lead, whatever the work I do, I create leaders in the company. Means my manager who reports to me, I build them as a leader. If I build them as a leader, then he'll become like me. So there are lots of people who are thinking about, okay, boss, if he do work of like you, then what about you? You can lose your job. No, boss. Whatever learning you have, you can't lose that. You will be promoted for the next position just because you have created your substitute in the company, and you have that capability to create more leaders in the company. And so company found leaders in the group. Means there's a 200 people in the company, then a company or a manager or a vice president, he found some leaders who can lead the show. So if you work in a diversified environment, diversified people with the same effectiveness, with the same productivity, it shows that you have a leadership skill, and this everybody needs to build, whether he works anywhere. Second point, which is willing to modify perspective and help resolve conflicts, means this time, which is very essential. Sometimes what we are working on a plan A, and suddenly COVID came. Now COVID came, that means there are lots of plans which is not executing. There are lots of company which is not executing their plans. There are lots of technical company, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, they have stopped some of their plans, working on existing plans, improving their productivity, improving their man hours. So what happened in these times? Maybe you have to change your plan, your perspective. Sometimes you modify your plans according to the situation, and during modification, there are some conflicts can come. Maybe some people will say, boss, I'm working for this project in last 2 months. Now you are stopping this project. Now you are moving to my next project. So it's okay, boss. This is a time, and we have to act according to the time. If we act well, this will be move well. Third point, which is connect with people on an emotional level, means a good leadership quality shows that a connection with the people. You should connect with the people with the emotional. Just because emotionally, if you attach with anybody emotionally, they will help you in the worst situation. Currently, Yantra, after COVID, when we restarted our office in May, we have very few people in the first day, and these people are the people to whom we are emotionally attached. They come with us, they stand with us, and they told us, boss, you start your company, we will work for others, don't worry, other people are not coming, no issue, we are there to work. Just because you help me in emotionally, sometimes you help me in out of the way. So a good leadership, a person, a good leader manage these stuff also. Ability to aware of, express and control emotion. A good leader, boss, always should know that how and when he should explore their emotion, and when they have to control their emotions. If leader is fail, then entire the people who are the followers of leaders or who are working with them will be fail. Very good lines. I would give you examples in Hindi basically. So what happened? There's a good lines told by some good people. If a lion, basically a lead a फौज ऑफ भेड़िया, if एक शेर अगर भेड़िए की सेना को लीड करता है तो भेड़िए भी शेर की तरह लड़ते हैं, और अगर एक भेड़िया शेरों की फौज को लीड करता है तो सारे शेर भेड़िए की तरह काम करके हार जाते हैं. So it's leadership quality only which will tell you, which will boost your confidence, your team confidence, and give you a success in the life. So guys, leadership skills should be there always with you, whether situation is comfortable or not comfortable. Moving to a next point, though there's a very less time I have. So moving to next point, which is called creative and innovative, which is very important in these days. Yes, you have very intelligent, you've done a degree from a very good college, but till the time if you do not have an innovation in your strategy, showing things in a different way, then sometimes you get a difficulties. Just because right now, if we take an example, people are not meeting to each other offline or face to face. In this time, people innovation on different kind of way of representation, creativity is helping them to grow their business. A small example of one sales guy, called me last week and saying that, "But I have one good product for your company." But I said, "Boss, I wouldn't do a meeting. If you can have something representation in the virtual, then please give me." Then he said a normal video of product working, how his product work, kind of with a nice documentation, with a nice nomenclature. I like the way, in this COVID situation, if something who's working offline and thinking that, boss, mere liye to koi business nahi hai, this is not a case at all. Boss, you have to think something creative, you have to think something innovative so that you can work in all the situations. Like point number 1 tells able to come up with the ways to deliver service virtually. The example that I gave earlier it's related to this only. You should be deliver your service virtually as well. You should be adopt changes, again adopt the changes, accept the changes. So everywhere these whatever the points I'm telling you relates your in your career or in your future. Means if you deliver your service virtually, that time in the COVID situation you can survive. Next point, organization need human ingenuity in the invent. Means organization requires people who can invent something new, who can invent something good, the people who are working in an adverse situation, in an abnormal environment, with the same productivity, with the same invention, with the same creativity, he'll always remember in the organization and become a pillar of that organization. Third point, human creativity is going to be essential. As I told earlier also, human creativity is always an essential part, which we should get through creativeness and innovativeness. And fourth point, which is dream of new product ways of working. As I told in my previous point as well, you have to be understand the way of representation in a different way so that you can survive in all the situations, whether offline or online. Moving to a next point, 6, business intelligence, which is important for the people who wants to become our leaders in the company, who wants to reach to a good position in the company. So you should be having a business intelligence. That is come all after. If you have a basic stuff in your career, then you should have a business intelligence so that you can reach up to a CXO level, up to a VP level, up to a great position level, or maybe you can start your business. So how you build up business intelligence? You should evaluate your business transition. Means according to time, you have to change your business. Suppose in the COVID situation, offline players are not working. We also have some offline business. My offline business is not working at all this time. So what to do? We should shut off our shop? No. We change our business mode. We change our business mode from offline to online. We are selling more online. We are pushing more our product at Flipkart's Too Good, at Amazon, at Snapdeal, at our app kind of stuff. So you have to have an ability to evaluate business transition. Second point, which is called identify and address complex work related problem. Means if you have any problem which is very complex in your organization, which impact your work, so you should first of all think about that problem, identify the problems in your career, digital career, in your professional career, technology career. If you find the bug, then you can get the solution of that. And if you get the solution of that, your project will be live. So this is equal to understand the actual work related issues, identify them, address them quickly, so that your business doesn't stop. A third point, which is called ability to understand concept and perspective. Before starting anything, guys, you should understand the concept of the things. Maybe you get some project in your life, maybe you get some business in your life. So you should understand the concept of business. We got funding from XYZ investor in very next years when we start our business. They understand our concept. They understand our perspective towards future. They understand our future plans. Then they invest in us. That's the same thing. If your employer understand the concept behind your project, behind your perspective, behind your working, definitely they will treat you well and give you a good growth that will help you to grow in your career, guys. Last but not the least, accurately apply quantitative, financial, and data fluency. This is a very important thing, boss. Whether you are doing a study or doing a business or doing a job, data is most important for every analysis. You should be data savvy. You should work on data. Data will give you an insight of the business, insight of the work, what you did. So you should be more efficient on the data, and yes, financial analysis as well. That will help you to how to you grow, which business is working fine, which business is not working fine. Moving to a next slide, which is learn, unlearn, and relearn. I will take 3 minutes of you to understand this concept: learn, unlearn, relearn. Because this is a very interesting stuff. Everybody should understand it in a better way. Learn, unlearn, relearn. This ability, learn, unlearn, relearn, will help you to work in any situation, anywhere, anytime. In this COVID situation, lots of people need to unlearn what they have learned before. Means a lot of people have understanding that they will come to office, mug of coffee, somebody will ask him something, and then they work. So they have to unlearn this activity, and working from home, they don't get these all stuff, and relearn how to work from home, how to work from anywhere. So learn, unlearn, relearn is always important in life. You have to unlearn lots of things according to situation, according to time, and relearn the way of thinking, relearn the way of working. First point, which is called advanced and expert job skills, high demand. Absolutely is. If you have something advanced, something expert in skills, you will be a high demand guy. Adopt the new tools for working more effectively. Yes, you should find out the new tools or new way of working to work more effectively in that time. So this is called you unlearn your whatever you are learned before and relearn about the new tools. That is again relearn. Access and understand the strength of area of improvement. Was I didn't use here weakness. Why? Weakness is a negative word. Once you say weakness, that will dull yourself. Once you say area of improvement, this is just synonym of weakness. So you should understand the strength and the areas of improvement. Means where you are weak and there's the area of improvements. Always there are the improvement areas. Always we should have. So we should understand the areas of strength, understand the strength and our area of improvement, so that we can do the needful. Last but not the least, continually develop professionally, interculturally, and personally skills. Means you should always change yourself according to environment, according to market. In this COVID situation, maybe you'll not get a very feasible situation, very feasible area, very cultural environment to work, but you should work. You should adopt, again, accept the changes. You should need to accept the changes to work in any environment. So guys, learn, unlearn, relearn. Please think about it after this session. Learn, unlearn, relearn. It will help you always to work with the time. Next slide, which is last but not the least, soft skill. Guys, this is here I'm not telling you about any technical skill. I'm not talking about education. I'm not talking about any background of anything that you guys are doing. This is something which came from inner side. Soft skill. You have big talent but don't have a soft skill to represent that. Maybe sometime you don't get what you deserve. And if you have a less talent sometime and having a good representation skills, good soft skills, you can got what you don't deserve even. So soft skills is always important in your career, especially people who are qualifying an interview, who are representing himself. It doesn't matter that you are qualifying, you are sitting in an interview, then only your soft skills should be present. Your soft skills should be present at every place, whether you are talking to your teacher, whether you are talking to your family, whether you are talking to your clients, whether you are talking to anybody. So soft skills means, this is my personal opinion, that 90% employer means 90% companies consider soft skill equally as important as the hard skills. Means they think that talent they can tell you, they can talent they can learn you through their experts, but soft skills that should come inherit from inside, and that they can't build easily. So guys, you should be learn about soft skills so that you can represent yourself well, express ideas and information coherently and appropriately. Means you should be very clear about your ideas and information. If you represent yourself well, like I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm explaining everything with a coherently and appropriately. I know that what I'm telling to you, I'm confident that these things are good and will help to people in career. So express your ideas and information coherently and appropriately. Third point, demonstrate competence in engaging with others. Means once you engage with each other, this soft skill is always helpful. Suppose you shift to another 2 minutes required. If you working with another competitor sometimes, or you move to any project where competition is there, environment is not friendly, and if you have a soft skill, then you can convert your competitor to a friend. So you kill the competition and not kill the competitor. You kill the competition, make them as a friend and work together. The soft skills help you in this. Last but not the least, guys, listening actively and responding constructively. I don't know how many people have listened this this seminar, how effectively, but I'm telling you, whosoever has listened this properly, understand it, definitely they will get benefit in their career. Nobody can learn you anything till the time you don't believe in yourself and don't think that I have to do some changes in my life. And respond only when you have a constructive knowledge, when you're sure about what you are speaking is correct, then only you should speak about it. Guys, this is my last stuff that I want to tell you, that listen actively always, whether you sit in a seminar, whether you should sit in any college, whether you sit in anywhere. Again, how, what, why. came in the picture always. What you are doing, why you are doing, and how you are doing well to complete your why. Why means purpose of what you are doing. So listen carefully and respond only once you have a constructive way. So guys, unlock yourself and be ready for the next generation, next professional life, next professional career of your life. This is from myself. If anybody has any question, he can tell me, he can ask me anytime, though I'm sorry, we didn't have much time. But if still anybody wants anything, he can ask me. Thanks everybody to listening me.
सर अभी न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी पे किस पे वर्क करना चाहिए?
New technology, what are you doing right now? You are doing MCA something, or you are doing something else? In which year?
Integrated MCA.
Okay, integrated MCA. Boss, I tell you one thing: what you are doing is less matter than how you are doing that. If you are learning something related to technology, then you should aware about the latest technology, the Android, the iOS stuff, which is going boom right now. What is happening? People are using mobiles more than a laptop to accessing online platform, accessing their things. So you should think that if you can develop something in the app field, it will be good for you, just because the apps, iOS application and Android application, and there's one more application, there one more platform came, Flutter, where people can work. iOS app is also work, and the Android app is also work. So you should work on that kind of technology that will help you. And guys, you should think about it, what you are doing again. If you think that is good for you, please do that only. Don't do anything by force. Do it by choice. If you do anything by choice, definitely you will get a success on this. Thanks. Anybody else is want something, or I think the time is up, I think, right, Kanchi?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks, guys. I don't know if I say something wrong, or if I hurt somebody. This is not personal. This is a professional. What I really live in my professional life, I tell you that only, just because I came here to tell you the actual situation of COVID-19, means post COVID-19, what is the situation is going on in the professional market. So I tell you that fact, what is practically happening. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity to delivering my experience to you guys. Ciao.
Thank you, sir. Now I would request Professor Anshu Bihani ma'am to give vote of thanks.
Thank you, Kachi. Am I audible? Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the School of Computers IPS Academy, I, Anshu Bihani, express my heartfelt thanks to distinguished speaker, Mr. Anmol Gupta, for making excellent presentation and making this seminar interesting and meaningful. Now, I would also like to thank our HOD sir, Mr. Dr. Manish Pullik, for his guidance and his moral support. At last, thanks to all participants for joining the session.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much, Anshu. Thanks, Associate. Thanks, RGPB. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The feedback link will be provided to you in the next session. Please log in 5 minutes before in the next session. Thank you for participating. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Kachi. And the link for the second session will be sent to you on your WhatsApp group. Thanks for listening attentively.
Ma'am, second session is for what?
Second session is also regarding the same, and it will be started from 3 o'clock.
Ma'am, but it might be scheduled tomorrow, na?
No, it is scheduled for today only.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.